Hey guys, Mrs. Cheney here. Just want to fill you in on our next project and do a little presentation here for you so you know what to expect, okay? We're going to be doing something called a contour line drawing, and this presentation is just going to basically explain what that is and tell you what you need to do for this part of the project, okay? So a contour line drawing is a continuous line drawing that captures the mass and volume of the subject without the use of shading. So basically, it's just an outline of the outside of an object. So if that is a key ring with keys on it, you'll notice there's no details, there's no shading, there's no words on the keys. It is simply an outline of what's going on the outside of the keys. And it's kind of sloppy looking, and that's okay because a contour line drawing is kind of sloppy. Okay, let me move my face over here. Come on, there we go. All right, next slide. So a blind contour drawing, okay, that is something where it's more about the process of learning to see and record, and you do not focus on the outcome of the final drawing. And I'm going to explain what that is, okay? Think of it as an exercise for learning to draw. With regular practice, blind contour drawing exercises will help train your hand to follow your eye's movements. The outcome is not, oh, where did that go? The outcome is not supposed to look perfect or neat. It is difficult to think that the final drawing is not the goal. However, you will get more out of your workout if you stop worrying about what the drawing looks like and focus more on the technique. Okay, and all this is going to make more sense in a second. Okay. Just like an athlete trains and works on skills before the game, artists do the same. The goal of the exercise is to get stronger, and proper form is important. In this moment, the score of the big game or the finish line is not the focus. What do I focus on when making a blind contour line drawing? Looking at the object you are drawing and not at your paper. Okay, now this is going to seem really weird for you guys. When you are drawing the lines of the outside of the object for your practice here in a little bit, you are not looking at your paper. You are just looking at the object itself, okay? We'll talk more about that in a minute. Draw with one continuous line. Do not lift your pencil up off the paper. It is very tempting to lift your pencil, but resist the urge. So again, when I explain this a little more in the future and tell you what you're going to draw, you're not looking at your paper and you're not lifting your pencil. Oh my gosh, are you guys freaking out yet? Details. As your eye travels along the object, record what you see as you see it. With your pencil on your paper, your eye and hand move together. Pretend your eye is an ant traveling along the subject. As the ant walks, your hand is recording the path on your paper. Okay, so it might look something like this. If you were looking at a plant with leaves, it might look like this. You can tell it's a continuous line. They're moving all around the paper. They didn't care what it looks like, but it captures the outside edge of the plant. Does not look like this. Okay, I'll know you didn't do it right if it looks like that. That's just someone trying to draw the plant while looking at the plant and their paper. Remember, the final product is not the goal. You are learning to see the detail and gain hand-eye coordination. This will make your drawings better when you can look at the paper. Capture the details. Draw very slowly and take your time. Draw big and use all of the space on your paper, so it should look more like this, nice and big. Not little like that, okay? Modified contour line drawing. After you have done a bunch of blind contour exercises, you can try a modified contour drawing. You may look at your paper about 10% of the time, which is not much, to find your place and periodically lift your pencil. Okay, that's called modified, where you only look at it 10% of the time. So here would be an example of blind contour on the left. This is where you don't lift your pencil, you don't look at the paper. You're only looking at the object and moving your pencil around the paper without looking at it. Modified contour, you can look at it about 10% of the time, and you can lift your pencil every once in a while. So this would be the difference if you're not looking at all versus if you are looking a little bit. With all types of contour drawing, go slow It should be mostly one continuous line, and move your hand as your eye travels around the subject. Okay, and we're going to watch this video together here.
Here I'm going to show you how to do a blind contour drawing
Okay, well, listen.
of the plant on the screen. A blind contour drawing is...
It's not going to let us watch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post that video underneath this or on the same post as this video. So it'll be this video of me talking with the presentation, and then that video will be posted as well. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. So let me just explain what I need you to do, and let me back up to this one. Okay. I need you to find a plant that you want to do a blind contour drawing of, okay? So it can be something that you find outside. It can be like a branch with some leaves on it, you know, if you're looking at it while you're outside, or if it's something you can just cut off that's small, you could do that if that's okay with your parents. It could be a flower that you find outside. It could be a fake plant that you have inside. It's some type of plant, either living or artificial, is what I need you to find, okay? What I want you to do is get a piece of paper and a pencil, and you're going to do a blind contour drawing of that plant. So what that means is you are going to find a starting place on the plant that you're drawing, put your pencil on the paper, and then I want your eyes to travel around the outside edge of that plant. And while your eyes are traveling, your pencil is moving with how your eyes are going. So it's like you're pretending that there's an ant and it's crawling along the outside edge of your plant or your flower or whatever it is, okay? And as your ant is moving, your pencil is following that same movement. You're not allowed to lift your pencil. Your pencil must stay on the paper, and you have to go all the way around the plant before you stop and lift your pencil, okay? You're not looking at the paper. You're not lifting your pencil, okay? I want you to do that 3 times with that same plant. So you're going to have 3 pieces of paper that each one of them has a blind contour drawing, okay? Now, if you'd rather do 3 different plants, like that's okay. I just need you practicing 3 times. So it can be the same one 3 times, or it can be 3 different things. It's totally up to you. But for each one of those things, all 3, you don't lift your pencil, you don't lift your paper. Your eyes follow along the outside of the object, and your hand is moving on the paper, and you're not looking at it, okay? So 3 of those. After you've done 3, I want you to practice doing a modified contour drawing, okay? And you're going to do 3 of these. Again, you can use that same plant, or if you had 3 different ones, do the 3 different ones. It's up to you. But this time, you can look at your paper 10% of the time, which is not much. It just kind of helps you get refocused, make sure you're kind of in the right spot, okay? So your eyes just kind of bounces down real quick and then back up. You can lift your pencil, but not much. It should still be on the paper 95% of the time or 90% of the time. You only lift every once in a while, okay? And that's only if you absolutely have to. So you're going to do 3 of those, okay? Again, like I said, it can be the same plant, different plants, whatever. But make it be the same ones that you used for your blind contour drawing. So if you used a flower for all 3 of your blind contour, use that same flower for all 3 of your modified contour. If you did 3 different plants for your blind contour, use those same 3 plants for your modified contour, okay? So then you're going to have 6 drawings. I want you to label the ones that are blind contour. I want you to label that at the top, kind of like what you see here. Okay, so write the words blind contour on the top of those 3 and write modified contour on the top of those 3. I need you to take a picture of those. And if you want, you can set them side by side, like your 3 blind contour. You can set next to each other, take a picture of those 3. Then set your 3 modified contour on the table or bed or whatever, and then take a picture of those 3 and then upload those 2 photos. So those 2 photos would contain all of these, the 3 blind contour in one and the 3 modified contour in the other one, okay? That is what you were working on this week. So those 6 drawings are due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them. Remember, watch the other video that I'm going to post on Google Classroom as well, and then hopefully everything will make sense, okay? Hope you guys are doing good. See ya.